Hello, welcome back to It's New. We got the whole crew today. Welcome back, Greg. Good to have you. Greg, what are you talking about?
Google earnings are in and profits are up.
I'm talking about a new API that most of you will never have access to. Mordy, what do you got for us?
Google says be normal.
And a new.
Microsoft says be abnormal.
All
That's
right.
actually what I'm talking about. But yeah, we do audience targeting stuff. I just wanted to go riff off Mordy. Yeah, anyway.
Awesome. All right, Greg, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Okay, Google reported their earnings for Q2 2025 today. And I should have listened to myself, guys. I told everybody to invest in Google stock. I told everybody that advice, but I do not own any Google stock. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, I just need to listen and take my own advice. I didn't. And I am paying the price right now because revenue was up again year over year. Somebody's making a noise there. Is that Morty? Can you mute? Can you mute Morty? Yeah.
It's like some squeaky noise.
It was. I heard it earlier when it was just you and me.
Better now.
Yeah, it's off now.
Better now.
It's like Morty's voice has a squeaky, annoying, it's like it irritates you whenever he speaks. Yeah. Okay.
Do you want me to keep powering through this or want me to redo it?
No, keep going. This is good stuff.
Oh, okay. We're in it. We're just going to keep Morty muted here. So year over year, there was an increase of 10.4%, and overall revenue was up 13.8%. So everybody's saying out there, whoa, what's happening with ads? What's happening with AIOs, AI mode? We don't see anything. Don't worry, because revenue is up through the roof. Also, YouTube was up substantially. It was up from, I believe, 8 billion to 9 billion, which is pretty big. If I'm reading those numbers right, but either way, it's that percentage there. And yeah, it is a really strong quarter across the board. I'm assuming more and more is going to be like that, where, really the brunt of it seems like it's falling on the advertiser with higher CPCs. Again, some more of that expansion, less inventory possibly with AI overviews, but also really the smart bidding. And we've talked about that even earlier this week, where there's a little bit more of that fear-based, how do we keep increasing some of those targets or making them better for Google so that we can, or so that they could do well. And great quarter for them. Anything else, Barry, that I missed in there?
I mean, you pretty much got it all. I mean, it's insane. I post this chart. I like to plot the, not just like the profit and the overall revenue, but also specifically their ad revenue. And it just that chart keeps going up and up and up. And I think it's like the highest it's been ever. Is that true? I think it's been. Let me just quickly check. I think
it looks by eye. It looks like it's the highest amount of profit ever. Obviously, the highest ad revenue. It looks close to Q4 2024. I'd say.
And then, Q4 was. It's actually it beat Q4 2024 by a lot. Actually, no, it didn't. I'm sorry. Q4 2022 was 72 or 7 point. Yeah, this was 71. So a little bit less than Q4, which is always their biggest quarter. So it's their second biggest quarter ever for ad revenue, which is absolutely insane because Q4 is always their biggest by far.
Crazy to have that in a Q1.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is wild. Next time, if you are listening and Greg says buy Google stock, do it. And if it goes down, you could blame Greg. Okay.
I'll take both of those.
Any event, Google also announced this morning their Google Trends API. It's an early alpha. So if you don't believe Greg on what you should buy in the future, you can look at Google's Trends API, try to do some cool math around stock price suggestions and see what you can get from there. But it's early access. It's an alpha release, and Google said a very limited usage. Very limited people will actually be allowed into this alpha. It basically just gives you what you get in Google Trends, but through the API, it gives you 5 years of back data, includes daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly aggregations, including geo restrictions like region and subregions. So you're able to mash that data in a lot of different ways over the 5 years. Google said 5 years because the Olympics is every 4 years and so forth. So they want to give you that seasonal types of data so you don't miss that. And it's up to 2 days as recent, like 2 days ago. So you can't get real time, but up to 2 days or so. So that's useful. And hopefully if you use the Google Trends API, which I think most, EAT types of writers should not use it. We discussed this on previous shows, but it is useful for other areas. So I'm not going to say it's completely not useful for writing quality content, but a lot of SEOs use it to like say, what should I write about today? We'll get into that. But Mordy can get into in a squeaky way how normal SEO works and so forth. Yeah, it's a squeak.
Oh my God, you're squeaking so bad.
So bad. Is he a microphone?
This is podcasting death.
I just switched my mic.
That's
better.
Yeah, better.
Something. So okay.
I mean, it's not perfect. You still are, Mordy, but. Ooh, I said that out loud. Oops.
I just walked right into that. So Gary Ilyich, whatever his last name is. Yeah, Ish. Okay. I like not knowing his last name. Makes things fun. So he was doing a Google Search Live deep dive event yesterday, and Kenichi Suzuki, yeah, it was him. Okay.
He's at every of these events. He gets to every single event on the SEO planet. I don't know how he does it.
He's the sweetest guy, by the way, if you've ever met him. Super sweet dude. So he quoted Gary as saying, to get your content to appear in AI overviews, simply use normal SEO practices. So link building, buying links. Like, what does that mean? Normal. I'm really glad that Greg is here today because I really wanted to go off on this. What the hell does that even mean? And how is that helpful? Normal SEO practices. What's normal to me is not normal to half of like the planet out there, but the crazy spammy tag. It's like, all right, I'll just keep doing my crazy spammy thing. Google said so. Keep doing what's normal. That will work.
Well, Google doesn't endorse spammy stuff, to be fair. Just because it's normal to some people that are bad SEOs doesn't mean that that's still the recommendation.
Correct, which is my point. So getting up there and saying, my opinion, this is my take, just do things that are normal. Just don't get up and speak. Like, what's the point of saying that?
I mean, we weren't there. I believe the context was around, obviously, I think you're pointing out the normal SEO thing, but the context is around all these SEOs are saying, I'm moving over to GEO, LMMO, and EIEIO. And the truth is, all you need to do is SEO. And it's all the same. Get your content into,
Is that really true? Like, all you need to do for LLM visibility is SEO? Is that true? I don't know if that's
Google. For AI overviews, they're saying that.
True. I don't think that's normal.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm moving myself.
Well, Glenn Gabe said this is obvious for many. Are you disagreeing with Glenn?
No. The part of it where there's no AEO, EEO, IEO, whatever it is, that part makes sense. But like, all you need is SEO for anything. Is like.
And also, I think if there's one thing that's fair to say, is you can listen, you can read what Google says, but take it with a grain of salt and make your own decisions. And I think it's very, very different, personally. But I also don't do it day in and day out. But I also do have clients that we have plans to make sure that we have good content that's stealable content. And if it doesn't I agree, Morty, with what you're saying. There should be a little bit more nuance there. Also, they just never do. They never will do that. They can't do that. If they say one thing, everybody will just freak out and do that. So it's just the easiest way to proceed. It's just proceed as normal. Keep doing what's doing best for the user, best for what you think people would want. Blah blah blah. That's all they can say. That's all they can say.
I mean, I will say, I think the point is the ingestion of that content into Google's Gemini, AI overviews, AI mode is the same as the ingestion into Google search. The difference is, will you get the click? How, all that other stuff around, like, how's that answer shown? How do you generate traffic to your website? That all changes. But I think the ingestion of the content into the language model are all the same. And let's move on to Microsoft advertising. We got two bits of news there, right?
Yes, we've got two bits of news that are both around audience targeting. So a few weeks ago, Microsoft expanded remarketing list sources to 20 campaigns. That means that can now be used for impression-based remarketing lists. And that's a significant jump from the previous number, which I think was actually just one of the previous number. So gone up to 20. And this will, help to expand the scale and flexibility of the impression-based remarketing. But it's very much also, more in line with what they actually released like yesterday. They released a new help doc about this, saying that they're rolling out lifetime budgets for audience ads. This allows you to get more control over long-term spend with flexibility, flexible adjustments, refund protection as well, and simplified campaign management. But just to be aware that it doesn't work for shared budgets. So that if you're on shared budgets, this won't work. You have to deal with one campaign at a time. So yeah, some new features for those who are doing like audience targeting for Microsoft advertisers.
Great. Sounds good. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mordy, for not squeaking there in that. Appreciate it. Everyone have a great weekend. We're back on Monday with more It's New. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.